Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I didn't post on Monday because I was actually going to take a week off because I have finals this week. But then I was like, well, why don't I just try something different? So I'm going to try to do like daily vlogs or like vlogs every other day. Every day is kind of a big commitment for me. But since I just took my last final the other day, I was like, I have some time. So I feel a lot more like a normal person these days. So I'm going to just do a video about an update on where I am 5 years after divorce this month. My divorce video is doing better than any of my other videos. It's got, I think, 5 times as much watch time and probably 5 to 6 times more like views in most cases. I do have a couple other videos that are in the 100s, but this one's like doing really good. It's like at 3 something right now. It was almost at 350 when I checked last night, and so it's one of my older videos, and so people are searching and watching for that topic. So I thought that maybe just doing another update video would be helpful to people. I know both of those videos about my divorce were long, and most of my videos are long because I'm just chatty, but at the same time, like, I mean, you can't sum up, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 year relationship in, 5 minutes, or, I mean, I guess some people could, but obviously not me. So I wanted to just do a quick update on where I am and what I'm doing and what's going on 5 years post-divorce. I know divorce is just so traumatic for a lot of people, and some of them just live with it for years and years and years and just can't get over it. And I hate that for them, and I would love to sympathize. I mean, I do sympathize, but I feel like I made a good decision for me. I feel like I made the best decision for me. And although I hate that I got a divorce because, I know that that's not something God wants us to do, I mean, I really feel like there was no way out. And, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. And it's not, the best thing, for your religion, as far as, if you're sitting up and thinking, well, I shouldn't get a divorce because God doesn't believe in divorce and this and that. And that's true, but at the same time, sometimes you just marry the wrong person. And I think that God allows us to go through what we do to find out that, we went against his will and we married the wrong person. I just don't think that he makes it to where it's too late for us to correct the situation. I think that if you can work through it, you should. And I think that if both people are willing, you should. But, there's a lot of cases where one person just doesn't want to, or neither one of you do. So, what do? Just not get a divorce and, start cheating on each other and living double lives, So I felt like getting a divorce and clearing the slate and, starting over was the best thing for me. It's not the best thing for everybody, but like I said, 5 years post-divorce. I got divorced December of 2013. I was living in Georgia at the time. Me and my family were from Buffalo, but we live between Florida, Georgia, Buffalo, Tennessee, California. Like, we're kind of all over the place at this point. And so my parents were here because they retired when I graduated high school. And so I came back to be closer to them and my family. And my sisters are here, my brother, their kids. So everybody kind of migrated from Buffalo down here. Like, people migrate from Buffalo to Georgia all the time. So I moved back December 2013, actually a few weeks before. I think I actually moved the day after Thanksgiving. So I moved November 2013. Went back to Georgia because I was graduating. I went to Atlanta Christian College, which is Point University now. So I went back for graduation, graduated with my bachelor's in human relations, and then I got a really good job in Panama City, and I moved there. So I was working there for several years, went to Tallahassee, started going to FSU, and so that's where I've been going, FSU. And it was really my first time living on my own. I had always lived with my parents, and then I moved right into living with my husband. And then after that, I got my first professional job, whereas, you know, every job that I've had, you know, is professional in some nature. I don't want to down anybody's job, but it was like my first professional job, like working where I had to actually have my degree for it. So, you know, that was really exciting. Like I said, living on my own, that was a little bit nerve-wracking, but I mean, but at the same time, I mean, it was a cool experience. And by the time I was living on my own for the first time, I was 30. So at least I was a lot more mature. So it was just basically like, go to work, come home, go to school, come home. Like, so it wasn't like I was partying or anything like that and living it up. And then I moved again because my dad got diagnosed with vascular dementia, which is really hard, and I'll probably eventually, like I said, do a video about that. I did one for my last channel about how my dad's dementia was affecting my weight loss, because me and my friend were doing a weight loss channel, which didn't really go anywhere. So I kind of abandoned that situation to just go on my own. I think sometimes you just have to kind of do that, and I think sometimes God just calls us to kind of go out on our own. So neither here nor there. I'd lost 40 pounds, and some people were like, oh, what are you doing? And, you know, this and that. So, you know, I thought maybe, you know, sharing what I did with my friends and my family would be helpful. Right now it's more like 35 pounds because this is last year, and it's been a little bit hard to keep up with it. But, you know, I'm still trying, still going. So yeah, I did a video about my dad being diagnosed with vascular dementia and how me being a secondary caregiver was affecting my weight loss. So anyways, moving on. What else am I doing? I mean, I'm working full time and going to church and spending time with my family. I have a ton of nieces and nephews. If you're friends with me on Instagram, you've seen a bunch of them. They are my heart, and if I never have kids, I tell people all the time, like, they will be enough. And it took me a really long time to kind of come to terms with that, because getting divorced and then not having a kid, which me and my ex-husband lost a baby boy who was born alive at the time, and, you know, we pretty much had to just hold him until he died. He was too little. He was 18 weeks, too little for them to do anything. It was a very traumatic situation. We never tried again, and we got divorced, and it's just not happened again, you know, for me. Not that I've been trying, so, you know, hopefully I'll meet Mr. Right, and we can try again. Try not to get too wrapped up in how old I am. It creates a little bit of anxiety for me about this situation, but, you know, it is what it is. So I spend a lot of time with family here. I have a few friends here, mostly talk to them, don't see them a lot. Everybody's busy. We're all getting older, and, you know, we've all kind of moved on with our lives. And like I said, I'm from Buffalo, so being in Florida is a whole new world. Yeah. So exciting news though, I got into grad school, so I'm super excited about doing that. I'm gonna get my master's in applied behavior analysis. So yeah, I'm a psychology nerd. I'm really, really excited about this. This is like so bitter. But when you read the calories on the coffee creamer, you're like, nope, I'm just gonna stick with the recommended dosage. What is it? The serving size, because I was like, oh my God, 15 carbs if I put like 3 teaspoons, which is really what I like to do. And I was like, oh my God, 15 carbs, like I could have a Snickers, like a half of a Snickers or a Snickers mini or like a Reese cup for 15 carbs. So yeah, I was kind of disgusted about that. So I put a little bit, and this is really gross, but I'm gonna drink it anyway. Yesterday we did our work party, like a holiday party for the Panama City people who were affected by the hurricane, and so we invited them to our office. They don't even have an office right now, so they're, you know, just kind of dispersed and everything. So it's really, really sad. A lot of their stories were pretty horrific, and like I said, I used to live there, so my heart totally goes out to them. I ate way too much, so I was like, you know what, I'm having coffee for breakfast. I'm gonna fast today and have coffee for breakfast. That was my plan. We'll see how that goes. About 10 o'clock, it might get a little iffy. So yeah, grad school, super excited. And also I'm dating someone, which I told you guys about CeCe in my previous videos. I asked him if he wanted to do kind of like a vlog of the last weekend that he's here. So before he gets deployed for 6 months. So we're going to Mississippi, and well, the plan is right now to go to Mississippi. Well, that's where he's leaving from. So the plan is for me and him to spend his last weekend in Mississippi, and so I might do a vlog of kind of like how we spend our time and stuff like that there that weekend, and you know, just how hard it's gonna be to say goodbye and everything. So I'm not looking forward to that. So we'll see. So this is kind of like my daily vlogs are going to be kind of like a countdown to the end of the year, countdown to CeCe's deployment, and kind of what like is going to be new and changing for me in the next upcoming year, which is, like I said, going to grad school, you know, of course, continuing to go to church and praying, getting stronger in my faith, and really just seeking God's guidance. I mean, he's just been so good to me, and literally I should not have got into this grad program because my GRE scores weren't high enough. So, I mean, I definitely didn't meet the requirement for it. But, you know, God's grace, God's favor, you know, he will do it. You know, if it's meant for you, he will open that door. No man will be able to shut it. And so that has just been a huge testimony to me this week. I was getting a little weary and I was a little bit worried because I'm like, dang, I really didn't meet the requirements. So are they going to still allow me to do it? And yes, because it's meant for me. Felt in my heart it was meant for me, and so getting in despite the odds was obviously confirmation that that's where God wants me to be. So very excited about that. Like I said, it's gonna be me going and starting grad school full time, me working full time, dating somebody that is deployed, and just trying to be supportive to my family, continuing to help my mom with my dad, and it's pretty much enough right now, I think, for my year. Also, of course, like trying to pick back up with eating right and losing weight, which I'm working on that this month. Yesterday was just like a disaster. But I'm working on that this month of getting back in the habit and, you know, just trying to eat right and exercise regularly and things like that until Christmas. You know, then I'll have another break for a day for Christmas and then pick right back up. So I'm just trying to kind of live for these, you know, little moments where I can splurge and trying to be good and do the right thing so I can finally reach my goals this year. So we'll see how all that goes. But that's it. I just wanted to do a vlog today and let you guys know that I'm going to try to post like a little bit more regularly. I need to boost up my watch time. And also just kind of like get some things out of my brain. CeCe getting ready to get deployed has been a little bit sad, and it's had a lot of, you know, feelings stirred up and things like that. You know, like I said, also with my dad and with about to be starting grad school, and there's a lot of changes, and you know, with that comes a lot of thoughts. I have anxiety disorder, so literally, so it's not really funny, but yeah, so with that comes a lot of thoughts. And so I think this is kind of my therapy of being able to get some of those thoughts out of my brain, because if not, they just roll around there forever. So if you guys have any comments, if you guys have any goals that you want to share for the year that we can chat about, that'd be awesome. If you guys have any ideas for videos as well, so that I don't bore you guys every day, comment below and let me know. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. But I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If not, definitely Saturday. But like I said, I'm gonna definitely try to post like every day and do little vlogs until the end of the month. So I hope you guys will enjoy these. And like I said, comment if you have any suggestions on videos. All right, thanks guys.